Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Total War Warhammer 3 Let's Play, where we're going to be playing the new Thrones of Decay content. And we're going to get straight into it. We're going to be playing as Elspeth von Draken. Look at that gorgeous lady. Like, she is going to be a lot of fun. Now, she has some unique stuff, some new stuff. As a character, I'd say Empire-wise, she's very different, in my opinion. I will also say Gelt is now over in Cafe. I don't know why. I will probably look at him, but you know, not right now. And the Empire, Reichland starts with I don't know if they started with that for a while, but they now start with a little pass there. But let's go straight into Elspeth and see if we can lead Wissenland to a new future. And by new, I mean one that does not involve us under the Emperor, I guess. I don't really know where she stands on that, actually. Like, does she stand... Well, technically, she's not the Elector Countess. The Elector Countess of Wissenland is someone whose name currently is escaping my... is actually escaping me, but we're playing as the leader of the Amethyst Court, I think it's called. Is it Amethyst Court or Amethyst... My brain's not working. I do know the lore, I'm just not the best at remembering it. Memory was never my strong suit. Also, I feel very upset that we have to look at Gelt, his golden face doucheness, when we could be looking at the amazing Elspeth. Just saying.
To die is to find eternal sanctuary. Safety from the horrors of this land. But to study death, to know its secrets, is to venture down a path that few dare tread. Atop her blackened tower, the graveyard rose, Elspeth von Draken fights to protect the fallen, driving back the forces of evil. A perennial guardian of the Empire.
Beneath death's shadow, our enemies fall. The enemies of Wissenland shall embrace their mortality.
Damn right. As we find vampires, Elspeth, that they're dead. That's kind of... I feel like you're just being mean now at this point. But okay. So we have access to two different things right now. Like, look at me. I'm gonna say this immediately as well. I've not looked into anything to do with this DLC, other than I know that there's 4 characters, of which I actually got very confused and thought there was only 2 to get for free to begin with, and then suddenly I saw a fourth one, and I was very confused. And anyway, so we have 2 things apparently. We have the Imperial Gunnery School, which I saw them mention, and the guns and more. So, Imperial Gunnery School panel offers special upgrades for gunnery and artillery units in return for schematics earned from damage units in conflicts. Clicking the unit images displays each category of potential upgrades. List of units potential received displayed here. Each upgrade's effects are listed when the category is selected. Each upgrade costs schematics to permanently add its effect to select the unit's category. Some Imperial Gunnery School upgrades are available to purchase from the start, while more advanced ones require the school to be increased to a higher level. The requirements to increase the Gunnery School tiers and the tier level and the associated rewards can be reviewed in the tooltips of hovering over that bar. And completing the Imperial Gunnery School Tier 2 requirements unlock the Amethyst Armory, where schematics can be spent on exclusive and limited Amethyst units and powerful, restockable single abilities. So to get to level 1, we need to maintain a total of 3 handgunner units, ensure the following building is constructed in the Firearm Academy, and perform 3 Gunnery School upgrades. Well, the question is, what do we currently run in our army? We're running some Nuln Ironsiders and some handgunners. The Nuln Ironsiders are essentially just buff and beefy versions of handgunners, which makes sense. I mean, especially because, you know, we are the Lady of Nuln. It makes sense for us to... Oh, and they've also turned... I don't know if this is just for her, but they've turned this into a free tier building instead of a... Well, they've turned it into an easier building to construct. We have some Knights of the Black Rose here. We also have the Nuln Gunnery School. We then have... You know, usual buildings like Knights of the Blazing Sun, the Luminarch of Hies. Yeah, Hish. We've got some more. They've also moved stuff into here. So there's a land ship there. Okay, so we've got a few different things. I can't afford any of the upgrades, so let's just ignore that until after our first fight.
Engineer.
We also have an engineer. So let's throw that engineer into our thing. Okay, so, oh, Master Engineers, that's the new one, isn't it? That's the new actual lord, approvable lord. All right, let's have a look at diplomacy quickly. How's diplomacy looking for Wissenland?
By the comet. Or what?
Well, we want Papa Carl on our side. Sterlings are willing to trade with us as well. Okay, that's worth it. That puts us in the position of at least having a, you know, a somewhat okay start. We also get to see what Empire regions are as well. Empire regions. That's good. But for we need to take back Wissenland. And probably also go take Solland. So let's work on that. Okay, next, let's... Oh, is that... It's been so long since I played the Empire, I don't remember if it was this big. I feel like it wasn't this big. Like, I feel like some of these are right. The Teachings of Teclis, that doesn't feel like that was there before. I'm gonna get mass-produced small munitions because it makes sense. Recruitment-wise, we can currently recruit archers, pistoliers, spearmen, or free company militia. We have no amethyst units, but we do have access to amethyst ironsiders, outriders, land ships, and hailstorm rocket batteries. But we can only have 5 of them per army. And we've also got like a load of weapons in, loads of things in here as well. Which, and then obviously the state troopers, which. Okay, it looks like we have. It looks like it's bound to a tech for us specifically. Well, first things first, we immediately want to make sure we're getting that firearm academy. That's going to unlock handgunners and outriders, as well as the witch hunter. Getting some like bog standard infantry and getting up to the great swords is probably going to be very useful too. But first things first, let's do our first battle. Just get straight into it. Some crypt horrors, nothing overtly problematic, I would say. This should be pretty easy. I wonder why the nation is called Wissenland and Nuln. Because Nuln is part of Wissenland. And Nuln is under the direct control of the Elector Countess, of who we serve. Okay, the first channel magic was absolutely horrible. Fucking useful. I'll check our infantry at the front. Sorry, our swordsmen at the front. All those back, actually. Oh, wow. Insiders, we only have a few of.
Engineer.
Let's have a look at Elspeth herself.
I perceive amethyst vapors in the air.
Oh my, she just looks so badass. Have a look at these Nuln Ironsiders as well. They look so cool. Like, they're just... I must admit, CA have done really good on the models this time. So she has Aspect of the Dread Knight and Spirit Leech. She also has the unique ability Dark Walker, which allows her to start being striding. Yeah, can you like shoot at the crypt horrors? Something useful. Anti-large, yeah, no, actually you shoot at the crypt horrors. You're anti-infantry, so you shoot at the skeletal warriors. Logically speaking, like that's the best route. Our swordsman should be fine. He says not really believing his own opinion there. Okay, because there's only 60 of these. I am worried that they're not going to be able to put as much hurt on the enemy.
The Empire endures. Yes, my lord. Moving now.
We're going to need to turn our men around. I don't know how much she can throw herself into combat. So I'm going to be careful when it comes to the lady.
Don't miss fire.
I'm going to reorganize you because I don't want you going in like a dipshit. Yeah, focus the crypt horrors down because they're probably big enough for us to actually shoot without shooting our own men in the face.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
Imbues with magical attacks. We'll give that to you for now. Yeah, we definitely need some cavalry just to kind of add to this. Oh yeah, you two, just stop. Just stop, please. Engineer. He's a ballistic expert, which makes sense. Let's try and see if he can't snipe the enemy lord. Let's try and bring the gunners to a flank and try and run them around a flank so they can shoot in the back. Yeah, she doesn't look like she's able to run into combat. It looks like, while she may have a scythe, that scythe is essentially there to be a glorified walking stick. He can't actually see, so let's try and move this. Let's try and move our engineer up, see if I can get him into a position where he can actually do something for us. Right, run past those guys. Come on. Yeah, being armored doesn't really help us right now. Okay, you've got them down. Good. Let's get those skeletal spears. Right, there we go. Looks like we're about to get ourselves into range. But it looks like it might be a little too late in terms of like our enemy may... the enemy may shatter before I get a chance to shoot the living crap out of them, which is honestly very unfortunate. Yeah, these guys are already crumbling. They're critical binding. Well, we do have the units up here, which our swordsmen are doing very poor. Let's put those zombies into the ground.
Elspeth von Draken.
It will cause terror and cause fear with this unit. Also give them some more leadership. Let's give Elspeth her ability to stride, which I always forget what does. Yeah, so she ignores the ability. She ignores, you know, stuff that she needs to ignore. Pull you this way. Yeah, that one sword unit got really heavily damaged. Okay, stop, speed up. There we go. So definitely a decisive victory for our start. Could have probably saved a few casualties on our swordsmen, but I will say it's been a very long time since I've used Empire troops, specifically base game Empire troops as well. Every time I've played the Empire in the last few years has been on Radius, and Radius has a massive amount of units for the Empire in terms of like beefy units, like, you know, veteran armored spears and so on and so forth. So they definitely have, it's definitely different to go back to the base ones, but they're still really good units. I just need to use them a bit better. But it was a great first battle still. Elspeth is, I was kind of expecting her to be a little bit different in terms of playstyle, so I'm kind of not pleasantly surprised, but I still think she's going to be very fun. We will immediately replenish our army though. That's just how it has to be done. Now, I can finally look at her tree. So she does have her Carmine Dragon. She has a bunch of stuff she's automatically given. All right. She has the really good spell there. It's Fate of Bunya. Apparently that's a really good spell too. She doesn't get the purple... Wait. You want me to go straight through her spells tree?
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
Give you increased mobility.
Uncovering
So,
the arcane.
taking this would give us the immediate access to you. Wissenberg. Oh, Wissenberg could be the cap... No, Wissenberg's not the capital. It's Nuln.
The graveyard roams.
Do I want to take you? Yes, I do. I should always take the first settlement. I forget. I know this. Is it a settlement battle or is it a... it's a field battle? We'll do it. Why not? Why not? You know, why the fuck not? Elspeth will have this. just, I mean, our gunners do seem to do, like, especially in the Nuln Ironsiders, definitely seem to be good. The increasing damage seems to change, like, losing 30 troops seems to not really be a problem for them. Like, they seem to do the damage still, so that's all you can really ask for when it comes to units like that, when they, you know, they're like a better version of a unit you've already got. You know, all you can ask for is, you know, you don't lose any real, like, advantage to not having them, you know? It also looks like, yeah, putting him back there just straight away wasn't the greatest move.
Elspeth von Draken.
Okay, I'm gonna run you guys to... Yeah, I'm gonna go run you there. I'm gonna run you specifically to that side.
By magic and might, the Empire shall stand
Specifically, I don't really care about the zombies.
Pick your targets!
Shoot smart places, you know? Ah, shit. You guys need to be a little bit further forward to make use of this hill. We need to be a little bit more further forward, you know? We'll try and rid the map of those guys. I don't think there's any large enemies that you can take care of, so yeah, just leave you be for now. Alright. Yeah, so at this point it's just, you know, letting our Nuln Ironsiders and our handgunners just do some work. I mean, the gun sounds are absolutely gorgeous. These Nuln Ironsider guns sound way, way better than the handgunners.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
I'm gonna bring my spear units up on that side just to kind of...
Swordsman! We serve the Emperor! Engineer!
There we go, just chuck my infantry there.
Yes, my lord!
Yeah, pull you two out for now. Swap the fire of you guys.
Elspeth von Draken.
Immediately give those swordsmen a buff so they can start fighting these guys a little bit better.
For the Emperor! Swordsman!
Yeah, this swords unit's definitely gonna need some help, but okay, you guys just stay. There's no point firing right now. It's you know, you're not gonna help anyone. Single combat. Wait, yeah, strong versus a character, strong versus a single combatant. Well, there's no single combatants on the map, so at the moment, Elspeth's gonna just need to chuck herself into combat and hope that she's able to do some good stuff there.
Master craftsman!
Yeah, he's also, I'm assuming, like a ballistic expert, so like anti. Oh no, he does improve ballistic units nearby. Does he like just have a passive effect then? Because I didn't see any ability specifically. If we can break them on this flank, we can then sweep around, or same on this one. I'd very much like to try and get my gunners into this position here and let them fire up, you know.
Immediately!
Yes, sir!
Yeah, probably. I mean, probably fire at this unit so I can get the middle, the center swordsman move. Yeah, if we can get rid of that unit, we can then move our central swords unit. Okay, spears. I'm gonna need you to run like, you know, run like that, so I know like you're not getting in the way of my own arc of fire.
Engineer!
Show us the foe! Shoot them!
Actually, move you around as well. Yeah, and you can just charge straight now. Yeah, we'll ignore this. Those skeletal warriors aren't gonna last very long. The swordsmen here are doing just great, and Elspeth's doing amazing as well.
By the Amethyst
We could, you know what, let's attempt to do this on there, see if it'll, you know, it'll do some damage. It won't do a lot, but it'll do something.
All ranks, fire!
Okay, now I don't want you to work for my men because they're actually firing again. So again, we don't want to risk our arc of fire, or even just risk the health of our own troops right now.
Yes, my lord!
There we go. Right, pull you in. So it looks like, yeah, they're crumbling. Beautiful. yeah, without like a dedicated leader, vampire units or like undead units do fall very, very quickly. So I can't say I expected much else, but it would have been nice if, you know, they kept giving me some good fights, but they didn't. Yeah, they're really, like, the unit who was really, really heavily injured already got 110 kills, so just absolute badasses holding that line against the vampire units. Admittedly, no good units in there, really, to be fair, but still. It's a W nevertheless. Okay.
Raise our standards.
So, Dottenbach has now been added to our entourage. Now, what do I want? I mean, I'm not really bothered about getting sorcerers just yet. Getting a gunsmith seems like a really smart idea because it gives me access to like cannons. And new cannons, especially stuff like the Hellblaster volley gun and the Hailstorm rockets. Yeah, I want to get those. So that's going to be my push for Nuln, I think.
Elspeth von Draken.
So what spells? I mean, she doesn't have any like new. Oh, Soul Blight, definitely.
Add it to my collection.
Right.
I call upon your
I'm gonna say we're definitely gonna need to add some units to you, and I think Pistoliers are gonna be the main thing we need. We still don't have enough to do any of these. We are currently working on the building of the Firearms Academy, which, unfortunately, is actually meaning we're not going to get any schematics. The only one that gives us schematics is the maintaining free handgunners. Well, it's a little rude, but let's try and do a little bit more diplomacy.
Yes. So.
Yeah, no diplomacies to be had, so we'll end the turn and we'll move on Wissenberg in a moment. So, I think that was a good first turn. It's really hard to know when you get to a new campaign if you've had a good first turn or whatnot. Like, there is no real, like, yeah, it was a great first turn, or, you know, 10 out of 10, you did everything right. Or at least there isn't for me, personally. I don't think there's any way of just being like, yeah, everything was perfect. Ah. Theodore Brunkner. Have a livery, which is the tier 2 stable, which is a tier 3 building. More than
Dark
doable.
Lady of Nuln.
You have Survivalist and Master Ballistic. You get a mechanical steed? That sounds so cool. Let's get you Survivalist so you can, you know, not die.
The graveyard.
I'll immediately move on Wissenberg. They do now have a Necromancer, though, so we do need to be careful. Oh, doesn't look like we need to be that careful, but give me a moment. I want to do some big old diplomacy. Okay. None of the Order Tide factions are even interested in us right now. Okay, so in one more turn, we will have finished our first goal to maintaining to a next tier. So currently, we're not even a gunnery training ground. Additional projectile. That just seems really stupidly good. So gunnery. So this affects Nuln Ironsiders, the Högig Corps, or Hochland Long Rifles. I mean, Hochland Long Rifles are a normal unit in the game, aren't they? Yeah, there they are. Hochland Long Rifles. Oh, fuck. Note to self. Give. 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 1 minute. How do I get the Hochland Longs? It's just a tier 3 build, and that's... Give me Hochland Long Rifles every day of the week.
For the
Oh, so yes. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Imperial Authorities now in everything thing. That's, yeah. It's interesting. I do want to play a game of Sigmar at some point in my own time, just to see what it's like. I'm not looking forward to taking Solent. I think my initial goal is going to be to... Actually, that's a good point. We haven't even checked our basic victory conditions. Yeah, defeat Sylvania and the Fecundites. And then our long campaign is own the Empire. So what do we get for finishing a short victory? Just extra capacity for all heroes. I don't know what type of... I don't know what type of goal we're going to go for. At the very least, obviously, short campaign. But maybe we'll hit a long campaign victory. We'll see. Or maybe I'll do all 3 lords on a short. We'll see. I was going to do... I was going to play more than 1 lord at once, but I feel like if I do that, I will burn myself out like an absolute idiot, and I don't want to burn myself out, you know, especially because I have the 2 channel members videos. If you guys haven't seen them and you're not channel members, please do consider being channel members and joining and watching those beautiful videos. They're available to all channel members, no matter what tier you're on, so, you know, do not worry. But, yeah, with the 2 campaigns I've got there, I don't want to really burn myself out, so that's... Yeah. Pistoliers. Fuck yes, put you over there. Yeah, artillery, do whatever the hell you want. Pistoliers, gotta be annoying. I love Pistoliers. They are legitimately a unit I used to hate, but because of Mountain Blades, they have made me, I have started to love them. I also feel like it's really weird looking at these. When you look at the picture, this is not what for some reason, I feel like it'd be a solid block instead of just what it is. Like, I don't know why, but when I look at it, it just doesn't feel like what I'm meant to be looking at, you know? Right, pull out. If oh my god, no. Yeah, this is a problem. Skirmish mode does not seem to work very well. I also don't have the mental patience to skirmish correctly. Like, skirmish cavalry is something I've never been great with. I do intend to, you know, use outriders quite extensively. At least I intend to try to, because I think it would make a lot of sense. Especially with Nuln, you know, the gunnery school and whatnot, and all the bonuses we should be hopefully getting. Alright, let's move you. No. Move you like that. We'll put our spear units in into essentially the positions I want to keep them in early, so that they're able to, you know, deter. Whereas as soon as they enter our gun range, we'll start shooting them. Now, if we had Hochland long rifles, we'd already have nearly double the range. Like, we'd already be shooting scarily, like, a lot. Immediately start pulling him down. Alright, I'm gonna say they're still not very good at, you know, charging. That's fine. Right, leave them alone. Let's surge our infantry forward now. Yeah, they're going to hold back a little bit, which is what you want. Yep, stop. You can keep shooting at him, but it's not going to really matter. The guns, though. You little fuckers. I'm actually impressed of that.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
They just did the ultimate douchey thing, and I'm not even angry. I just that's a mute. That well done. That's all I can say is well done. All right, Pistoliers, it's now time for you to shine. I don't know what the hell just happened. Oh, I might have accidentally shot myself. Oh wow, we shot the shit out of our own cannons. That makes sense. Right, turn around, turn around. Yeah, those dogs are dead. I mean, our cannons, as long as our cannons are still our cannons, I'm not really bothered. Right, I want you back up this flank a little bit more.
Carry me. Doom, take thee. Take the ground.
Get yourself back on those cannons, will you? I don't need you on them, but get on. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely lose that spear unit there if we keep going this way. We're definitely gonna look great. You know, At this point, we just need the we just need the weight into the back of the enemy right now. I mean, they aren't the heaviest cavalry, but they are cavalry, which means they will have that innate weight to them.
Great cannon.
Yeah, we do not really. Okay, good. You've pulled there. You've pulled there. Right. We can now collapse the enemy the flanks.
Go! Sigma guides
So we've broken those zombies. Let's now. There's an. Where's the enemy general? Where's the enemy that like has a? There we go. You. We'll crash into you because you technically have a general in you. Right. Let's pull back out and start get shooty shoot again.
For the twin-tailed comet. Engineer.
No. Shoot him. Yeah, engineer. This is probably the one time where you shooting is actually the desired outcome. What do you shoot anyway? Oh, you have a repeating rifle. He does as well. Is a repeating rifle or repeating pistol or whatever it's called. Yeah, he has the Outriders have, which is really cool.
Great cannon. For the Emperor.
Just charge. The quicker we break this flank, the quicker the enemy just loses all the morale and wants to leave.
Elspeth von Draken.
Right, we'll have our Nuln Ironsiders put pot shots into the enemy general as well. Because this flank is going to only keep staying annoying until that guy dies. Best way to get rid of that guy, deal with that guy? To, you know, shoot him a lot. Yeah, as expected, our Pistoliers took a lot of damage. Pistoliers are not for charging. There is a, you know, it's not a joke when they say that. They are not charging cavalry at all. But that's a W in the books. Yeah, Elspeth didn't really kill anyone, but she doesn't have her broken spells yet. She's very much, I kind of like she's just a pure hero of kind of fuck you, like just take away all your bonuses and give some bonuses to our own units. Not really a general type I used to like, but obviously the more I've played and the better I've gotten, the more, you know, grown up, quite literally, I've gotten, it's become more fun to play a character like her. I do hope she does become tanky enough for me to just chuck it and, like, you know, swing around her spear, but I'm also thinking that's just not going to happen. I blame you on Bo. He makes me like characters who run in like an idiot. Armor of Fortune, and there we go. Enemy killed. The province of Wissenland has been taken, so we'll put it straight onto host Festag. We'll grab one more swordsman, and I'll leave it at that recruitment-wise for now, because we're not the most well off right now. Doom and Darkness, we haven't got yet, which is, oh yes, minus some leadership, yes please. And you, piercing shots, fleet-footed, bandolier, or indomitable. Let's give you piercing shots so you're a little bit better at slaying the enemies. And we're going to make our first purchase here. Weirdly enough, I am thinking doing this because it's going to affect the most, so we'll
Training has proven most efficient.
We'll get Artisan Firearm Shot. And we've now got the prototype field mark 24.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
I'm gonna give it to the Dark Lady of Nuln herself. Oh, can only be equipped by a master engineer or an engineer. Well, my engineer is gonna get it then, innit? So Wissenland has been reunited. So we've, you know, dealt with that. Now it's time to deal with Solent, I think. So we're gonna have to be finding some greenskins.
Don't mess with me.
You've got 2 settlements, which means, yeah, you've got... Oh, you owned the goddamn fort as well. We do need that, so... We need to deal with you first, but unfortunately, we're going to have to end this first part here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please do leave a like, leave a comment, and share. On the first part, on the first few parts of a series, it really does matter. It helps bump it to more people. So if you did enjoy it, please do that. But other than that, I hope you guys had a great day. If you guys did, please join our membership if you're interested, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys then.